Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Betty Intruder, welcome to Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Oh, it's good to be back. I love Mass Effect 1. It's not just my favourite Mass Effect game, it's one of my favourite games of all time. Easily in my top 5 ever. This game, it really matters to me. Because there was a period, somewhere around the mid to late 2000s, where I sort of fell out of gaming. And in the late 2000s, there were a couple of games that really got me back into it. Fallout 3 was one of them, and Mass Effect 1 was another. So this game, I guess, in a way, given what I do now, I owe this game a lot. Alright, it's very close to my heart, and I love it. I love everything about it. Right here on this first menu, this opening score, I love it. I know a lot of people, you know, when they're talking about their favourite bits of the Mass Effect score, they'll go to, say, the main theme of Mass Effect 2, the Suicide Run, and it's a great action theme. But for me, this first piece of music in Mass Effect 1, it sums up the whole franchise for me. The core and the heart of this entire franchise are those quiet character moments when you're just getting to know some of the most wonderful, fleshed out, well-developed characters in all of gaming history. There are going to be sad moments, there are going to be quiet moments, moments of exploring desolate planets, finding little remnants of precursor races. It's just, for me, this song, this eerie alien song, this is what Mass Effect's about. I just love it. Okay, let's dive in here because, oh, I cannot wait to get back into this. Also, I can't remember if the game always did this. I never noticed this before. But yes, if you just go into the options to reset the little rotating cast of characters in the background, it always starts with Rex. Now, I can't remember if Rex always had primary billing. But you know what? Just in case he didn't, well done. Good shout, game. Hashtag Team Rex. Rex is the best. I love Rex. And speaking of the options, oh, now this I was glad to say. So, back in the old days, you used to have to sequentially unlock each difficulty by completing the one before it. No, that's gone. You can now play Insanity right from moment zero, and that's precisely what we're going to be doing today. Speaking of which, we get to one of the most difficult choices straight away, which is we need to decide which Shep we're going to be playing as. M-Shep or F-Shep, and this is a difficult one for me because generally I play as F-Shep, and the reason is I think Jennifer Hale's voice work is mostly better, alright? I prefer Jennifer Hale's voice work in this game, but unfortunately, the Asari aside, pretty much every character in this game is heterosexual, so if you want to date a particular person, you've got to be the opposite gender. This means if I want to go for the best romance option in the game, which is Tali, of course, I'm going to need to be playing as M-Shep, and as this character just might be one that I want to take through into some theoretical future Mass Effect 3 series, then as a result of that, we're going to be playing as M-Shep. In case you don't know, by the way, yes, your background is used for a tiny amount of alignment in terms of Paragon versus Renegade, but a really insignificant amount. It also just affects, on occasion, which quest you can or can't run into, and another quest you will have a more personal relationship with. Personally, I actually like Spacer. Because in Spacer, your parents are alive and known to you. You actually speak to your mother, though not your dad for some reason. I'm not sure if it's ever confirmed your dad's dead. But you call your mum all the time. It's just lovely. So yeah, I always go for Spacer. Just because it's nice that while the galaxy is being invaded by monsters from dark space, you can just call up your mum and she can tell you she's proud of you and she'd love to give you a hug. It's just really damn nice. And psychological profile, I always go for Soul Survivor because I don't want to spoil it because we will get to that during this playthrough, but Soul Survivor gives you a really interesting personal stake in one of the key conflicts in Mass Effect 2 and 3, which the other two just sort of don't. They're just basically involved in a single mission that comes up over the course of Mass Effect 1. Soul Survivor is a bit more interesting and important and carries a bit more stuff forward as you go into Mass Effect 2 in particular. So yes, unfortunately, I ran into some slight issues with some Thresher Moors and everybody else died, and I might just have some psychological scarring as a result. Now here's the difficult one. Yes, military specialization, because there are plenty of interesting options here. Now, normally, I go for Adept, because I think Adept is ludicrously powerful and very good fun. But I've done Adept many times before, so I wanted to do something else potentially, and I realised there was something that felt appropriate to me, which is the very first time I played Mass Effect 1, I was playing as M-Shep, and I did ultimately end up dating Tali in Mass Effect 2 and 3, because I took that one character through the entire franchise. That was just my character I took through. So I'd kind of like to revisit my roots in this franchise and go down the same route and went down with that character. So rather than Adept, as I've shown off Adept in the past, I kind of want to go a different direction. A character who's got no biotics whatsoever. The Infiltrator, our sniper and tech user, and this guy's kind of interesting because he's also, yes, relying on weapons, cooldown, there's a lot of that sort of stuff going on, and that's where some of the biggest changes to Mass Effect Legendary Edition have been made in the way that, yeah, weapon spread works and cooldown and diddly-diddly-dee. So I feel like this is going to be an interesting character to explore some of the differences. Yeah, sniper rifles were always pretty hilarious in this game, so I'm looking forward to giving them a go again, because it's been a long time since I've used sniper rifles in Mass Effect 1. So, as I say, we're going to be playing on Insanity mode, because bloody hell. And yes, indeed, we've got our first little change here. Not really sure why this one exists, but I've got no reason to turn it off, so we'll see what it does. Yes, rather than the original level 1 at 260 level range, now we're going to have 1 to 30. So, same number of skill points and whatever, it's just we're going to be leveling up less often, but each level up is presumably therefore worth double the number of points, which I guess means, you know, you have to slow down, stop and upgrade less often, and each level feels more significant. So go on, sure, why not? We'll give that a go, but yes, I think it's time to dive in. Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He saw his whole unit die on a cruise. He could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, including making text scroll ever so slightly faster than the average human can actually read out loud without rushing. So let's just say it was all about Mass Effect, and oh my goodness, it's nice to be back.
Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating a transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1,500K.
1,500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
And we are, by the way, going to be nice to everybody, because, yes, on the off chance, I do take the Shepherd all the way through to Mass Effect 3, and do want it to be a Paragon playthrough, because when you hit 3, going Renegade has some severely negative consequences, alright? Being a big meanie face the whole way through Mass Effect 1 and 2, you can just about bludgeon and punch your way through all of this. When you get to 3, no, then people start dying, because that can happen in Renegade, alright? So I'm just going to be nice.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Oh, it's Mass Effect 1. You know how you know it's Mass Effect 1? Because you can just get out your gun and start firing, and nobody bats an eyelid. Also, hilariously, yes, there are always two classes of people in Mass Effect, which is some people you're not willing to shoot, alright? Shepard will not shoot that man. That man's important. That man's important. That woman over there, she's important. This guy over here, no. Shepard doesn't care about him. Shepard doesn't give a damn about shooting this guy, or his console, or his elbow, anything whatsoever. And a moment's silence in honor of Jenkins and all the other characters who join you on the first mission in BioWare games and then tragically die for no well-explained reason. Sorry, I shouldn't really say this in front of him. He's going to be very nervous about the mission, and with good cause. I love Nihilus so much because he's a character who's going to be, you know, let's just say not around for too much longer, but he's a wonderful, wonderful bit of misdirection in this game. The way the game introduces him, what he says to you right now, it really threw me for a loop first time I played this.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Because yes, indeed, Nihilus is, he's called Nihilus. If you would come up with an algorithm that generated names for evil people who were going to turn out to be the villain, Nihilus would be on that list. Alright, he's got a wonderful evil name, he's got a bit of what almost looks like war paint on his face. Sure, he's humanoid shaped, but he looks very alien. Like, the easy assumption to make going into this game, knowing nothing about this universe is, okay, that's going to be the villain. It's a beautiful piece of misdirection.
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
And yes, indeed, he sort of makes slightly ominous and maybe threatening statements too. You definitely feel like he's not going to be the good guy in the long run. But let's not threaten him, because we know he means well, actually.
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
You know, I was a little bit worried about some of the new face work from some of the screenshots they released early, but I will say, this is looking very nice here. Graphics at least, yeah, there's been some solid improvements on the textures and faces and whatnot.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Again, this is just beautiful misdirection because everything you know as a gamer, if you know nothing about this game, says, okay, Nihilus is going to be in the first act of the game. Probably the end of the first act will be Nihilus turns out to be evil. I kill him. Everyone's going to say, wow, he took down a Spectre. You get Nihilus's place on the Spectres. Hooray for humanity. And that's going to be how it goes. But no, Nihilus is going to be dead in 10 minutes. And unless I've forgotten something, he never really gets mentioned again. Ever. He's just going to be gone. He's just a beautiful, beautiful bit of misdirection.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
This is probably the first moment in the game you can really see they've done a lot to the lighting. Mass Effect 1 was actually a very dark game. Many of the scenes were shrouded in shadow. Now, you could argue that was an aesthetic choice, which they, probably shouldn't have got rid of. Or you could argue that was only ever done to hide the fact that the graphics were a bit on the scruffy side, but if, you make all the scenes dark, it's less obvious. I don't really mind either way. I'm ambivalent on this change. I'll see how I feel once we've seen a few more scenes. But yeah, a lot of the scenes that used to be a lot darker than this have now been lightened up an awful lot. And you can also see here they've done a lot of recoloring on Eden Prime. Now, Okay, I'll see how I feel about this after I've actually seen the, rest of the area. Because Eden Prime used to be way more red than this. Like, to the extent I never actually thought it was like, you know, a traditional Earth-like planet with blue sky, green plants and whatever. Okay, fine, I knew there were green plants. But, yeah, the sky was so red in the original Mass Effect 1. I was never 100% sure what the deal was. I thought, like, you know, it was just a quirk of this planet. But based on the pictures, I don't think that's supposed to be the case, so probably a decent change. And yes, indeed, this is always a fun choice I always really liked in Mass Effect 1, which is the very first time you touch down on a new planet. Like, you know, this is the first time we're actually out on the field. What's the first thing we run into? Is it raiders or monsters or things that's shooting at us? No, it's just a random bit of, you know, native wildlife. Do we ever run into any of these again in the entire game after Eden Prime? No, as far as I'm aware, we never run into them a second time. They're just sort of here because Mass Effect 1 was a game that wanted to be alien and knew that a big sci-fi game should be alien. Whether it's the Thorians or the Ragni or just, you know, random monsters you run into that just never show up again. Its aliens were alien. It let you just run into all sorts of weird stuff out in the galaxy. To my mind, possibly where Andromeda went the most wrong. That its aliens were weirdly familiar and human in their outlook and everything. So, yeah, this is just, I love this guy. Also, we're going to shoot this guy, because obviously we're going to shoot this guy. And by the way, as we shoot this guy, just a second, go! We're going to go into photo mode, which is a brand new, exciting, sexy thing. Hide yourself if you want to, hide the rest of your party if you want to, enemies, NPCs, vehicles. You've got a lot of stuff you can do in terms of setup. And you can just watch gas bags explode as well. So, yeah, hide the UI as well. I love this. Alright, honestly, I'd pay the price of admission just for the sake of this, because a beautiful Mass Effect 1 photo mode, yeah, I'm down for that. That's a fun time right there. Never forget, by the way, just hiding around the corner from the start point is a nice little upgrade kit, so you got yourself a few bits and pieces. This is all random, by the way, just about everything in this game is random. Though this is, oh no, this is huge. So, okay, the worst thing in Mass Effect 1 was the old equipment screen. That has now been modified, thankfully. Skip through weapon types, sort by, you know, level or name or whatever, bin things more effectively, go through what you've already got, set your bits and pieces. There's my, first aid interface. Honestly, health regen is probably not going to help me, because, you know, we're in insanity mode, so I'm just going to die in seconds if my shield fades. So yes, the new equipment screen, much, much better. That reminds me, we're about to run around the corner. Jenkins is going to die. Sorry, spoiler warning, Jenkins. So, yeah, after that point, it's me and Caden. Probably best to get the squad set up in that case, because I do have a handful of no helmets. No helmets for everybody, apart from Jenkins, who, oh, that's still the case. You can't make Jenkins take his helmet off, which was always a worrying sign for him. So, I mean, we'll do what we can. Alright, Jenkins, we're going to give you, yes, some health regen. That's good. Going to give you a bit more damage reduction. We're going to keep you alive, Jenkins. We're going to do everything we can. As for you, Caden, you're my only biotic, and you're going to be for a while. So, yeah, just keep throw moving in the right direction and give him barrier. He'll activate that by himself because defensive powers are fine. Just help, you know, keep him alive a bit. As for me, why do I love infiltrators? Infiltrators are amazing. Sniper rifles are a great weapon, does a huge amount of damage with assassination, but they can be surprisingly tanky for snipers. They can get up in the front line with their pistols too. Alright, tactical armor gives them some nice damage reduction, together with shield boosts to keep the shields up. They've got fitness, so yeah, bonus health, together with immunity, that's really good. They've got electronics, so that's just giant piles of extra shielding. And of course, yeah, they also get to wear medium armor ultimately, so that's loads of extra shielding too. Basically, you can be surprisingly tanky while still being really effective at super long range, so you're really damn flexible as an infiltrator. For now, I can't even properly use sniper rifles till I've got a bit in pistol, so just start investing in all of that. As for the rest of this, yeah, I've already got basic sabotage and overload, which is great. I'm going to take a pointed charm. We're going to be wanting that to be available sooner rather than later. And round the corner we go, because seriously, even by BioWare First Mission Companion standards, Jenkins does not last long, the poor bastards. Yep, that's him nice and dead. Time to get into cover, by the way. If you've never played Mass Effect before, it is real-time, but with pause. So, yes, what we can do is we've got real-time shooting, but weapons have got heat and cooldown and whatnot. So, if I fire my pistol, that's just going to build up heat. You don't actually need to reload or anything. It just goes down over time. Various abilities can help with that. And I've also got various spells, so I can just, select them right over here and then spam them. I personally prefer doing it manually because I find it easier to, take a moment to just, take stock and whatnot. So these bastards over here, just open fire on all of them. Watch your shields and yes, Geth, recon drone. Those are the first enemies in the game. So that's fine though. Bloody hell, Cajun, you've already taken a bit of a knock, dear, flippin' dear. Right, okay, keep on moving on. There's going to be a few bits and pieces to do. Oh, yeah, sorry, Jenkins is dead. I forgot about him already. Gone, but not forgotten. Very literally. Like, he gets brought up in all the future games. Like, seriously, Dr. Chakwas had a thing for him because she never shuts the flip up about Jenkins. Like, Nihilus, we're never going to mention him again after the next 10 minutes. But Jenkins, he just comes up constantly. And yes, you can see there if I fire, then that goes up. If I just keep firing over and over again forever, then eventually the pistol has to calm down. Now I can't fire. So that's the basics of how all that fits together. The controls have been remapped a bit. Yeah, it used to be that melee attacks were just, what happened when you pressed shoot, but you were too close to somebody. Now it's just on B. If you're using a controller, you can just batter people as much as you want. Not Caden, though. We'd never batter Caden. We love Caden. He's a cinnamon roll. So, yes, I've also got myself healing on Y. The cooldown on that seems to be a bit shorter than it used to be. I can agree with that change, to be honest, and... okay, this one I'm not sure about. My grenades are now on a controller on X by default. And when I say default, I mean full stop. Because you can rebind keyboard controls, you can't rebind the controller at all. Which is very confusing because on the original controller layout of Mass Effect 1 on the Xbox, yeah, grenades weren't on X. They were on select. But now selectees put weapons away and get them out. I swear I'm not misremembering this. But now they're on X, which I'm not keen on, because that's almost always your reload button. But there's no reloading in this game, so I'm going to accidentally be spamming grenades. And I'm not going to mean to, and I apologise for that in advance. Here we go. Here she comes. Here comes Ashley Williams. Now, admittedly, I'm kind of curious whether they might have actually standardized her, because Ashley Williams sort of weirdly just changed her default hair between Mass Effect 2 and 3. They just decided, no, Ashley Williams has got long hair now. Now, okay, fine, people can just change their hairstyle, but I was kind of assuming they might standardize her, maybe, if we were lucky. But, yes, we'll have to see about that. Maybe she'll just continue deciding she fancies a new look between Mass Effect 2 and 3, but I would not have objected at all to a change in that regard. Okay, now have we got something a bit tougher? Right over here, get forward into cover fast as possible, please. And yes, Geth troopers, little robots who are right now just killbots, but they're not really, but we don't know that right now. It's just said they go with an overload. That's going to knacker his shield, and because he's a robot, it's going to do a lot of damage to him. There we go, good. Straight away, nice and dead.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
They also gave Paul Williams a bit of an undignified intro in that she's wearing that really awful white and pink armor. It's just dreadful. Again, they could have given us something a bit more dignified for her intro, but they kept it as it was, so fair enough.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
I'm not 100% keen on Williams, but seriously, on insanity mode, yeah, we're not joking. I do need her help, actually, yes. And before we upgrade her, yes, there's also an upgrade kit right over here. So we got ourselves, some rounds, which is good. Crate and light armor Scorpion 1. That one might not be randomized. I swear I've seen that one in that box before. The boxes are, yes, sometimes random, sometimes not. I'll be taking that lovely armor for me, transfer my mods over to that. Lovely. So radioactive rounds means my enemies can't use their abilities so well, so okay, we'll just install that right there. But yeah, time to start getting my sniper rifle set up too. Hammerhead rounds, weapons force. Because yes, there was proper physics and whatnot going on. With the right weapon, you could send people flipping flying. What used to be the case in this game was, yes, what you had was, no, not that one, this one. You had certain weapons you could use. Everybody carried every weapon. But you didn't have even the most basic training in any but ones you had specialization in. So for me, that'd be these two. So these would be marked as, I think it was like untrained. But you still had them, but you could never use them. Now you've got basic proficiency in everything. So I could use this rifle way better than I used to. Which I kind of think is a bad change, because it might encourage people to use a weapon they don't have a specialization in, which is going to really screw them over, because within 10.5 minutes, yeah, with no upgrades and no specialization and no diddly-diddly-dee, you are going to be in a lot of trouble if you try and use a weapon you can't actually upgrade using, like, you know, skills or whatever. So definitely don't do that, alright? Don't do that in the slightest, but go on. Try and use the sniper right over here. So, how does this work? Yes, I'd heard about this. There's now a bit of a change in the way your companions work. Now you can give them separate orders, much more like in Mass Effect 2. So, yeah, call them back to me, send them in one direction. What does up on the D-pad do in that case? I don't know. Okay, you know what? I'm going to find a spot for this guy. Oh, there we go. Lovely. Heat builds up fast on sniper rifles, by the way. There we go. Gotcha. Right, a couple more over here. Almost pressed, you know, the reload option there. Definitely shouldn't do that. Get over to here. There's 2 more in this part of the world. And yes, now I want this guy down the ground. So I want him to be thrown by Caden. And there we go. Took you a moment. And he's just been killed by the force of the physics. And okay, so that got through his shields. Sabotage him. There we go. Nice and dead. Very good. Tech power's very useful against the Geth, alright? Craig gets me a couple of upgrades in terms of, yeah, pistol, shotguns, assault rifles, etc. Nothing too dramatic there. And 1 dig site with no beacon. Okay, new pistol. Bit stronger in terms of DPS, but in terms of heat, much, much worse. Not sure if we're necessarily going to be wanting all of that. And Ashley, yeah, you can just have a better rifle. That's absolutely fine. We've got no spare things to give to you for that. Yeah, the new menu is much, much nicer. Once you get used to it, which takes no time at all, that's a big improvement. So, okay, new pistol is... Oh, blimey. Did that always do that? We're going up the hill. First proper big challenge going into this right now, which is, yes, some basic husks, which are, I mean, not so dangerous, but on insanity when you level like nothing, they can be a bit much. Then again, hang on. I've got some... Oh, wow. Okay, so, yes, this will be the new slower leveling up, but more points. 6 points in a single level. That is, that's not nothing. And I'll gladly be taking Marksman. Yes, which does a new thing these days. So, on top of just making you do more murder, yes, you also purge weapon heat on use. So, if your weapon's overheated or close to it, you can reset it down to 0 through tactical use of Marksman and just keep going because I want those sniper rifles. Charm, max that out right now. We are going to be needing that. Still 2 points to go. Could get up towards shield boost. That also moves me towards opening up fitness, which is not the worst thing in the world. Then again, okay, that's extra points of shield, which is not nothing. But yeah, you know what? I'll move a little bit in this direction and a little bit in this direction. Ashley, you just get stronger and stronger and stronger. And yeah, max out soldier as fast as possible. Never going to be a bad idea. Caden, let's move you towards lift. And on top of that, let's give you a bit of first aid. Now, with my new and improved pistol, we should momentarily get showed. Yes, husks. Husks are sometimes terrifying. There's one mission in particular in Mass Effect 2 where there are constant waves of husks. And it's kind of the most nightmarishly terrifying, difficult mission in the entire game. It's not a good time. Okay, what are we going to do to you poor bastards right now? Which is, let's just try and knock you over. You'd be so kind. And yeah, take you out nice and fast. They've got a fair whack of health on them. And okay, that's not kidding. That overheat is kind of ludicrous. So Okay, you're coming down, you're coming down. Somebody hit them with sabotage, ain't gonna do much. And again, are they robots? I can't remember. So yes, now if I use marksman right now, I get my heat back, which is lovely. And they're coming at me, aren't they? They're definitely coming in. And I'm straight back up to overheated. Oh, I might have made a mistake. Ashley, activate your ability. Somebody sabotaged them. We're just going to try and hit them with everything we've got, actually. And I need my pistol back. And for the time being, that's... Oh, these guys have got some... Okay, I need to go back to my original pistol because this is not working. Hit them with sabotage. Hit them with everything, actually. And just go in. Okay. Just about. Yes, this pistol was a mistake. I don't like this pistol. We're going back to the original pistol. Now, can I actually handle this right now? And is it the same thing it ever was? Oh, it's the old PC one. It's not just the actual... Oh, dear. It's not just the same. In. Okay, so even though I'm using a controller, it's the old PC standard one anyway. So, okay. Hello over there.
Humans. Thank the Maker. Hurry. Close the door before they come back.
I love Dr. Manuel. Dr. Manuel's the best.
When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Okay, with the benefit of hindsight, we now know that Dr. Manuel was exposed to the beacon, received the Prothean vision, and was able to understand it. Okay, he was able to understand the vision. He knows what he saw. He saw the coming of the Reapers. Dr. Manuel should be the Spectre, damn it. I wanted a game that follows Dr. Manuel's adventures.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No, I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
And if you want to, you can punch him, which I wouldn't normally do, but I'm not actually losing any Paragon points. I'm just picking up free Renegade points, so I'm going to do that for fun.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my God! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
I wish I could say yes I can, but sadly that's not an option. Oh, now this I'm looking forward to. A couple of very much refreshed cutscenes and the first look at new Sovereign in a second.
Saren.
Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
It's a very powerful gun Saren's got, presumably, because that's one hell of a bang! Okay, proper pistol I can actually use back out, though to be honest, actually, I want the sniper, as we're coming up on a bit of a shooting range in a moment here, and... Ooh, let's see. Oh, look at that!
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
Okay, there's new Sovereign. Lovely big purple clouds of smoke. Oh, that's nice. That's nice right there. Just keep an eye on her. She's off. She's just disappeared. Okay, that's all absolutely fine. Right, now, hang on. We just need to, in just a second. Wait for you to be right. There, that's you nice and dead, buddy. Yeah, explosive canisters all over the shop. You can also use, yes, the little moment right here to get a bit of aim in if you need to. That guy looks to me like he's going to be a good candidate for a nice overload. So he's going to be dead soon. And take out the... Go! Oh, you guys have got some health on you, don't you? Yeah, the Husks are way tougher than anything else. So what can you do? Right, there's many more. Right, Ashley, just do your thing, please. If they start coming at us, I'm going to grenade. Screw it, I'm going to grenade this guy. So, I didn't push the right grenade button. Go! Explode! Screw you. Right, life is good. Should be able to take out this guy. Right, welcome to Insanity Mode, where the enemies have a lot of bloody health. Are we good? Because I think we took out, yeah, the Geth already with that initial explosion. Yeah, we're golden. Good. Good. So, now. This is where life gets fun. Easy decryption right here. Crack this open, because this is why we were investing in charm. This place is wonderful.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
Now, why don't you tell me about what you've got hidden about?
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring, nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
You're breaking the law, Cole.
We're not hurting anybody. Hell, most of the time I don't even know what's in the packages. Just thought there might be something we could use. I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
This pistol is so damn good, I'll probably be using it for several hours into the game. It's wonderful. But we need more yet.
We're risking our lives to save this colony. You sure there's nothing else in here that could help us out?
Yeah, there's one more thing. I was gonna sell it after this was over, but you probably deserve it more than I do.
Who's your contact at the spaceport, Cole? What's his name?
He's not a bad guy. I don't want to get him in trouble. Besides, I'm not a snitch.
He might have something to do with this whole attack, Cole. We need his name. It's important.
Yeah, okay, you're right. His name's Powell. Works the docks at the spaceport, if he's still alive.
So there we go. Stinger 2 you get anyway. Yeah, the little check gets me Combat Sensor 1 and a name. But combat sensors are important because, yes, in this game, your little map can just turn off on occasion if the enemy are using cloaking or whatever. You need a combat sensor setup so you can actually see what's bloody going on in the world. So that can be very useful. Oh, but Stinger 2, I have missed you. Look at that. The accuracy, the heat sink, the damage per second. It's a thing of beauty.
Commander, it's Nihilus.
I know, but first need to go and get this upgrade kit, which is over here in the flames, so we'll just be helping ourselves to chemical anti-personnel. Okay, was kind of hoping for, you know, anti-synthetic, given we're going up against a giant pile of robots, but I shan't say no. And tell you what, rather than radioactive rounds, I'll take the new chemical rounds, so yeah, a bit of bonus damage, just doing, like, you know, toxic damage over time. I believe that does still work on robots. I'm pretty sure, anyway.
Something's moving, over behind those crates.
Wait, don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
Where'd Saren go after he killed Nihilus?
He jumped on the cargo train and headed over to the other platform. Probably going after the beacon. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
And yes, indeed, he was sort of already behind the crates when the Geth arrived, because he was sleeping on the job. But honestly, I feel like we don't need to chew him out for that right now. There's bigger stuff going on. Let's instead just, you know, mention about the whole weapon smuggling business.
There is something else I was saving. Could be worth a fortune. Experimental technology, top of the line. Take it. I don't need it. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Really, I'm sorry.
First upgrade for my little grenade launcher. It says grenade launcher. I just kind of toss the grenades by hand, but whatever. So yes, bonus damage, bonus radius, bonus weapons force. I like high explosives. It's a good thing. So yeah, that's now on my lovely, lovely little grenade launcher right over here. I've got my sniper rifle out. Okay, also, I'm going to heal up Caden, just so that's... oh, bloody hell, guys! Okay, there happens to be a robot over there. Could somebody deal with that, please? And there we go. And one. Excuse me. Excuse the flip out of me. Just going to toss a nice little grenade for you. It's a very good way of killing them, by the way. Works really damn nice. Screw you, and so does my sniper rifle. Yes, sniper rifles are, they're very, very good indeed. Now this is going to be interesting. Though actually, this is a long range where there's going to be, you know, a lot of enemies in the distance. This is a good spot for me as a sniper. Okay, this is a good time for me right over there. So actually, you know what? How about you just explode? That's a couple of you nice and dead. And then, okay, the big lad's coming in. Pretty sure I'm getting some hits in on him. Geth Destroyer. Okay, I'd like him knocked down, please. Knock him down. Knock him down. He's right next to me. That wasn't helpful. Okay, fine, it was helpful. Yeah, some enemies got loads of shields, barely any health. Some have got not much in the way of shields, loads of health. You've just kind of got to learn as you go along. But my sniper rifle is a thing of joy, and that was a good kill against that destroyer. Good time to get out the way, by the way. Lovely. Ashley, you just keep pushing forward. Ashley's good at flushing them out, so that's normally not a bad thing. Just... Does anyone know where the last one is? Apparently there's one, like, somewhere. I'm being shot, by the way. But yeah, shields regen, health doesn't. And, okay, Ashley, maybe cover. Cover would be good. She's got plenty of health, and she can regen her health too. So that's all absolutely fine. Can probably get... Oh, got a shield up. Though I think that my overload can deal with shields, right? I thought it could. Maybe not. Yeah, they can just toss up shields. But I can knock them down pretty easy, all things considered. So just, there you go, and in a moment, that's you dead. Headshots didn't used to do anything for many enemies. Now they do. Headshots do a tiny bit of bonus damage, which, again, is really going to be helpful for a sniper. So I see this a little bit more. This is why you want a little combat scanner, so you know how much is left, and just wait for you. Add one nice headshot, and headshot number 2, and headshot number... Hold still. Headshot number... Oh, okay, you're a bit tougher. Lardy flippin' dar. Hit him with sabotage someone if you'd be so kind. And that's going to knacker you, right? Well, officially he's still alive, or at least there's something red on the map. Ooh, he took that. Well done. Yeah, welcome to insanity mode. Enemies are tough. Can we hit you? Not quite. Oh, hang on. I think I did, actually. Any moment now. There we go. Just sometimes. Yeah, the hitboxes in this game are really good, which is if you can just see a tiny slither of somebody sticking up, you can actually hit them normally. So, okay, pretty good first fight there. Nobody too wounded. Everything seems to be under control. On we go to the big finale of the area. There's going to be a lot of enemies that need taken care of now.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Alright, here we go. We've arrived at the, yes, the final area. And we have got to take care of some bombs.
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry!
I think, yes, quite a few. 3 to go, all the way along here. Fun thing, by the way, didn't show this off as I'm currently in combat, but Shepard can now sprint even outside of combat, which is kind of fun. So, yeah, speeds things up when you're not in combat at all. And screw you, basically. Screw you some more. There we go. That was some good stuff. Also, watch out over... Oh, we're being flanked, guys. We're being very flanked. Guys, I pushed the wrong button again. And just... Oh, bloody hell. Good timing. Excellent. Well done. Okay, remember, my grenades are now on X, not on anything else. I should just be able to... Yeah, sniper. Pretty good at this whole business. Who's actually left, by the way? I don't know, but you guys go forward. Take care of it. I'm going to try and deal with the demolition charges. You guys just hold in position over there. There's at least a handful of stuff. But yeah, even on Insanity, this shouldn't be too bad right over here. Get into cover. You don't want to be too exposed. Ashley, you should be a lot further forward than you actually are right now. So I'd like those guys to just be knocked off their feet, and I'm going to hit them with the overload. There we go. Shock troopers. Bit tougher, but in just a moment, down you go. Down you go. We good? Yeah. Sniper rifles. Hit like a flippin' truck. Got plenty of time over here. Just start pushing forward. There's still something. Ashley, you go ahead, because you've got the health regen. Alright, just... Yeah. We got them. Oh, we're into jammed. Okay, but if I get out my pistol, Can I resolve that? And yes, now I can still see. So yes, that's why you want the combat scanners, otherwise the enemy can jam you. Still got 3 minutes, plenty of time, because I cannot for the life of me see... Oh! I see a sniper, and I can hit him through here. Down you go, buddy. And yep, you take a bit of damage right over there. We golden? I think we're golden. I think we're just fine, actually. Marvelous. Well done, everybody. As soon as we take that out, time limit's done. For the moment, we're okay. No trouble over here, but there's going to be husks, right? Then again, you know what, John? Have we taken out the people who are blocking the signal? We have as well. Good. Good, good, good. Where are you, buddy? Oh, I see ya. Yeah, you can just take a bit of a hit too, by the way, and... No, you don't. Right, got a bit of regen to do. Ashley, push forward, because it is what you're good at. Ashley, what did I just... Ashley, what did I just... Okay, never mind. Everybody stay right here, because now there's... Oh, now there's husks. We'll just hit them as they come up the ramp. If I need to, I'm going to grenade them. And you know what? At point-blank range, we're going back over to pistol. So we can do bonus damage to all of them. Yeah, take out the shields, and then we'll be golden, taking a bit of damage over time. That's working. Good. Good, 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 good. That one's got a shield up, so I've got plenty of overload right now. Just hit him with that. That gets rid of the shield. Overload cancels out shields. Then we're good. One left. I think he's just a basic. Yeah, it's just a Geth trooper at this point. So, no, you don't. Buddy, excuse me. No, no, and more no. Activate all abilities, and you, buddy, are nice and dead. There we go. Good, 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 good. But, as I'm a tech specialist, I'm a master of unlocking things. So I can get myself some free extra stuff while I'm just around. There we go, finally, a new bloody sniper rifle. Spend this entire mission using my starting equipment, which is literally the worst stuff in the game. And a heat sink as well in this safe over on this side. That's really useful because, yeah, sniper rifles, they overheat fast. So, okay, that's a good little setup for me. Go over to rifles. Reaper is less accurate, but way better on the heat, better on the damage too. And yeah, you can sort by level or name or whatnot. So yeah, if you've got better pistols, you can get them at the top, which is definitely a good thing. Right over there. So yeah, the level 1 stuff just goes to the bottom. Then you just say mark, mark, mark. And you know what? You're all trash. Convert all that. Boom. Gone. Now it's Omnigel. So much faster, so much better. Oh, and now this has definitely had a bit of work done. So yes, the launch site of Saren. It did not used to be this fancy. Not a flipping all. So, okay, just round the back over. Hang on, where was the... There it is. There's a point where you can just look at the launch site.
It's like someone dropped a bomb.
That must be where the Geth ship landed.
Okay, previously, it just landed on a field, which it kind of, you know, set on fire. Apparently, actually, it landed on a city. So... Kind of sad for the people who were there, really, because I swear that ruined building never used to be there. They've just added a bit of extra genocide in for fun. Well, that's everything we can do here. Job done. Pretty manageable, all things considered, but things are going to start getting nasty. For the time being, though, let's become the chosen one.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Oh no, you don't get to be the chosen one. Get out of my protagonist role, Ashley. Go on, naff off, Williams. Only I get to be the chosen one.
Shepard!
No, don't touch him! Dangerous!
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime, the Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
You know what? Give me some paracetamol and a glass of water, I'll be fine.
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Damn straight, Williams, you bloody numpty.
I expect better of my people, Williams. You endangered our entire mission.
Don't be so hard on her, Commander. We have no idea if that's what actually set it off. Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
What's the damage, Doctor?
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
He's being very polite with the benefit of hindsight, given what I know about the Mass Effect universe. Like, seriously, a beacon's a big deal. The fact that we went up to a working beacon that was fine when we got there, and then we somehow, even though by accident, blew it up. That's pretty much the most priceless, valuable thing in the entire galaxy. And we just broke it. I feel like Shepard's just done something a lot worse than what Anderson's implying there. He's being very polite right now.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Yes, a vision, which I swear has more sound effects added to it than it used to.
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
To be clear, once again, Dr. Manuel interpreted the vision more clearly than me. He knew what he was seeing. I bloody don't. Get Dr. Manuel up in here. He's the real hero of the story.
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction, whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
And to confirm, yes, they have kept Ashley's Mass Effect 1 hair as it ever was, so she just decides she fancies a new look between Mass Effect 2 and 3. Fair enough, I suppose. Then again, not that it's going to be relevant because... Oh, Ashley. I've got a bad feeling about your chances of making it to Mass Effect 3. Still, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, that is enough for now. Welcome to Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and, I mean, so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. The little kind of, gameplay modifications are minor. They don't seem to have changed the essence of the experience, which I am very, very happy about. I was a little bit worried they might be trying to DRPG Mass Effect 1, but I think I might have been worrying over nothing. It doesn't feel like that's going to be a big issue. So, okay, good start. But, of course, this is going to be our brand new series on Monday and Friday. So, that is coming up very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. And this has been Mass Effect. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Wait. And flamethrower! 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 Okay, so this is definitely morally questionable. The point where you start singing the flamethrower song, potentially you've gone over the line.